Ladies and gentlemen, there will always be those who doubt you, criticize you, and root for your failure. Some will whisper behind your back. Others will make their dislike obvious. They will laugh when you fall. They will scoff when you rise. And they will do everything in their power to make sure you never believe in yourself. Good. Let them hate. Let them doubt. Let them watch as you turn their every insult into fuel, their every laugh into motivation, and their every obstacle into a stepping stone. Because their hatred is not a reflection of your worth, it is a sign of their own limitations. It is the weight of their own insecurities pressing down on them, trying to drag you down as well. But here's the secret. They can't touch you unless you let them. The world does not remember those who played it safe, who bowed to the opinions of others, who chose comfort over greatness. It remembers those who faced opposition and refused to be broken. Every great mind, every revolutionary, every trailblazer had opposition. They were mocked, they were ridiculed, they were told they couldn't, they shouldn't, they wouldn't, but they did, and that is why they are remembered. So when they hate, you win. When they say you can't, you show them you can. When they try to shut the door, you kick it open. And when they wait for you to give up, you smile, stand tall, and keep moving forward. Success is the loudest silence. It speaks for itself. It doesn't argue. It doesn't fight. It simply arrives. And when it does, all those voices, all that doubt, all that noise, fades into nothing. They throw words like stones, hoping to break you, to shatter your spirit, to make you doubt yourself. They want you to hear their laughter in your moments of struggle, their whispers in your moments of doubt. They want you to feel small, to second-guess your abilities, to hesitate when you should be charging forward. But they don't realize something crucial. Every insult they hurl, every ounce of negativity they send your way is actually fuel, it's power, it's energy waiting to be redirected. The greatest victories are born from the fire of opposition. When they say you can't, prove to yourself that you can. When they say you're not enough, become more than they ever imagined. Let every word of doubt ignite something deep inside you, something unstoppable, something unbreakable. The difference between those who succeed and those who crumble is simple. Some let the hate weaken them, while others turn it into their greatest strength. Think of every person who has changed the world, every individual who has left their mark. Did they have an easy path? Were they met with applause from the start? No, they faced resistance, they faced ridicule, they faced people who were convinced they would fail. But they understood something powerful. The world does not decide your worth. You do. They refuse to be defined by the limitations of others. They let the hate push them further, drive them harder, make them sharper. So when the voices rise against you, when the world seems to conspire to keep you down, smile, because that is proof you are on the right path. That is proof you are doing something worth noticing. That is proof you are already winning. Keep going, keep growing, keep proving them wrong, not with words, not with anger, but with undeniable, unstoppable success. When they point fingers, when they mock, when they try to drag you down, understand this, it's not really about you. It never was. Their words, their hate, their negativity. It's a reflection of them, not of you. People do not throw stones at something that does not challenge them. They do not waste energy tearing down someone who is going nowhere. If they are trying to dim your light, it's because your light reminds them of their own darkness. The world is full of people who have given up on their dreams, who have settled for less, who have let fear and doubt dictate their lives. And when they see someone like you, someone daring to chase something bigger, someone refusing to be average, someone willing to take risks, they feel exposed. Your ambition reminds them of the chances they never took. Your progress reminds them of the excuses they made. Your success reminds them of the limits they placed on themselves. And instead of rising with you, they choose the easier path, trying to pull you down. But here's the truth. They can't stop you, not unless you let them. Their words have no power unless you believe them. Their doubt has no weight unless you carry it. Their hate has no meaning unless you make it personal. The strongest people in the world do not waste time fighting shadows. They walk straight through them. They recognize that those who try to break others are already broken inside. So the next time someone underestimates you, the next time someone belittles your dreams, the next time someone tells you that you can't, don't get angry. Don't get discouraged. Smile, because you have just been given proof that you are doing something right. Keep moving forward and let them stay behind, trapped in their own limitations. They hate, you win. Every person who has ever changed the world, every name that history remembers, every legend that stood the test of time had one thing in common: opposition. They were doubted, they were ridiculed, they were told they were wrong. The crowd laughed at them before they applauded. The critics dismissed them before they praised. The world resisted them before it celebrated them. But here's the thing, resistance is the cost of greatness. The higher you climb, the stronger the wind pushes against you. The moment you decide to rise above the ordinary, you become a threat to those who are comfortable staying where they are. They will call you foolish. They will call you crazy. They will try to convince you that your dreams are impossible, not because they are, but because they could never imagine themselves achieving them. History is proof of this. The greatest minds, the boldest pioneers, the ones who changed the course of humanity, were all met with opposition. Scientists who reshaped our understanding of the universe were first labeled as heretics. Innovators who introduced ideas that would revolutionize the world were called madmen. Leaders who fought for justice were treated as rebels, but they didn't let the hate stop them. They knew that being opposed was not a sign of failure, it was a sign that they were on the right path. So when they push against you, push back harder. When they try to break you, use that pressure to make yourself unshakable. If no one is doubting you, you're not thinking big enough. If no one is resisting you, you're not pushing hard enough. And if no one is hating, you're not winning yet. Let them talk, let them doubt, let them resist. Because when the dust settles, only one thing will remain standing: your success. The world will try to shake you. The voices will grow louder, telling you that you are not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. They will try to plant seeds of doubt in your mind, hoping that you will water them with your own fears. But here's the truth: they only win if you believe them. They only succeed if you let their words take root. What separates those who rise from those who fall is not talent, not luck, not privilege. It is belief. The unshakable, undeniable belief that no matter what anyone says, no matter how impossible something seems, you are capable of achieving it. The ones who make history, the ones who defy the odds, the ones who transform their dreams into reality, are not those who never face doubt. They are the ones who refuse to let doubt define them. You cannot control what people say about you. You cannot stop the negativity, the criticism, the hate. But you can control whether or not you let it affect you. The moment you realize that their words only have as much power as you give them, you become untouchable. Their doubts become background noise. Their laughter becomes meaningless. Their opinions become irrelevant. There is a reason why not everyone succeeds, because not everyone has the courage to believe in themselves when no one else does. Most people surrender at the first sign of resistance. They crumble under the weight of other people's expectations, but not you. You will stand. You will push forward. You will refuse to be defined by anyone but yourself. So when they tell you that you can't, smile and move forward. When they wait for you to fail, surprise them with your success. When they try to break your spirit, show them that your belief is stronger than their doubt. Because the moment you stop listening to them and start believing in yourself, you've already won. Than their doubt, because the moment you stop listening to them and start believing in yourself, you've already won. There is no argument more powerful than success, no comeback stronger than undeniable results, no response louder than proving them wrong without saying a single word. When they doubt you, when they insult you, when they try to drag you down, do not waste your breath trying to change their minds. Do not lower yourself to their level. Do not engage in their negativity. Do not fight battles that do not deserve your energy. Instead, let your success do the talking. Haters thrive on attention. They want a reaction. They want to see you flustered, angry, broken. They want to know that their words affected you, that they have some kind of control over your emotions. The moment you respond with frustration, the moment you try to prove yourself to them, you have already lost, because you have given them exactly what they wanted, your focus. But when you ignore them, when you stay silent and keep moving forward, they are left powerless. The greatest revenge is progress. The sweetest victory is proving them wrong, not with words, not with arguments, but with action. Let them watch as you turn their insults into stepping stones. Let them witness how their doubt only made you stronger. Let them sit in their bitterness while you rise to heights they never thought possible. And when you reach the top, when your success speaks for itself, they will have no choice but to be silent. Because at the end of the day, words fade, opinions change, but results are undeniable. When they look at you and see nothing but success, they will realize that their hate was nothing more than wasted energy. So don't argue, don't explain yourself, don't beg for validation, keep your head down, keep working, and let them drown in their own disbelief. You don't need to tell them you won, they will see it for themselves. Every insult, every setback, every obstacle they throw your way is not meant to stop you. It is meant to test you. Life does not hand out success freely. It demands proof of how badly you want it. And the proof is in how you respond to challenges. Some people see obstacles as walls, unmovable and final. Others see them as steps, as lessons, as fuel to push even harder. The difference between winning and losing is not about avoiding difficulties, it's about using them to rise. They will try to block your path, but that only means you're on the right track. If there were no resistance, there would be no growth. If there were no struggles, there would be no strength. Every champion, every leader, every great mind that has left a mark on this world did not do so because their path was easy. They did it because they refused to let anything, doubt, failure, pain, or hate stop them. So when they try to hold you back, see it as an opportunity to push forward with even more force. When they set traps, use them as lessons. When they try to break your spirit, let it forge you into something unshakable. Because the truth is, every challenge is a disguised opportunity. Every failure is a chance to learn. Every moment of doubt is an invitation to prove yourself right. Your success will not come from avoiding hardship. It will come from using every difficulty as fuel. Let them try to stop you. Let them throw everything they have, and then let them watch as you rise higher, faster and stronger than they ever thought possible. Because those who understand that obstacles are not barriers but stepping stones are the ones who turn hate into victory. They hate, you win. They expect you to stop. They expect you to break. They expect you to hear their words, feel their doubt and shrink into silence. That is how the world works for most people. Pressure makes them quit, resistance makes them give up, and negativity makes them question their own worth. But you are not most people. You do not stop. You do not break. You do not let the weight of their opinions slow you down. When they try to drag you backward, move forward with even more force. When they try to plant doubt in your mind, remind yourself why you started in the first place. When they laugh at your dreams, let their laughter fuel your determination, because the only way they win is if you stop. The only way they succeed is if you quit, and quitting is not an option. The greatest victories are won by those who refuse to back down. The ones who keep moving forward even when the road is uncertain. The ones who push through pain, through exhaustion, through doubt. The ones who hear the hate, feel the resistance, and keep going anyway. Success is not for those who wait for approval. It is for those who move forward, whether they are supported or not. No matter how loud they get, no matter how many obstacles they throw in your way, your job is simple. Keep going, keep growing, keep proving that their words mean nothing in the face of your determination. Every step forward is a step further from their doubts and a step closer to your victory. And one day, when they look back, they will see that while they wasted their energy trying to hold you back, you were already too far ahead to hear them anymore. They hate you win. At first they will mock you, they will doubt you, they will whisper behind your back, waiting for the moment you slip, the moment you fall, the moment they can say, "I told you so." They will watch, not with hope, but with expectation that you will fail, that you will give up, that you will prove them right. But here's the truth. Success does not argue, it does not beg for approval, it does not seek validation from those who never believed in it. Success arrives in silence. It speaks through action, through results, through undeniable proof. And when it does, the very people who laughed will have nothing left to say, because that is the cycle of every great story. At first they dismiss you, then they resist you, and finally, when they have no choice, they respect you, not because they wanted to, but because they had to, because your success became too real, too big, too powerful to ignore. The same people who once doubted you will claim they always knew you would make it. The same people who told you it was impossible will suddenly ask how you did it. That is the moment you realize their words never mattered. Their doubt was never your problem. Their hate was never an obstacle, only a distraction. So do not waste time trying to convince them. Do not waste energy proving yourself to those who never wanted to see you win. Keep building, keep moving, keep proving, not with words, but with action. Because in the end, when all is said and done, they will have no choice but to acknowledge the one simple truth they never wanted to accept. They hated, and you won. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Let them throw their negativity your way, believing that their words can stop you, believing that their opinions hold power over your destiny. But the truth is, their hate is nothing more than background noise, a weak attempt to pull you into the same mediocrity they have accepted for themselves. The only way they win is if you let them. The only way their words mean something is if you believe them. But you are not here to be defined by their limitations. You are here to break through them. Every moment they spend trying to bring you down is a moment you use to rise higher. Every insult they throw is another reason to push forward. Every doubt they express is proof that you are doing something worth noticing, because no one hates on someone going nowhere. No one wastes energy on someone who isn't a threat to their comfort. their fears, their excuses. The fact that they resist you is the greatest confirmation that you are on the right path. And so you don't stop, you don't break. You don't lower yourself to meet their expectations. You keep moving forward, you keep growing, you keep proving, not to them, but to yourself, that you are more than their opinions, more than their doubt, more than their fears. The day will come when your success will be undeniable, when your results will silence every critic, when the very people who try to hold you back will have no choice but to watch you succeed. And when that day comes, you will not need to say a word, you will not need to explain yourself, you will not need to remind them of what they once said, because success does not need to shout. It stands tall, unshaken, undeniable. And as they sit in the shadows of their own disbelief, you will stand in the light of your victory. They hated, you won. Let them talk, let them doubt, let them mock you, underestimate you, and question your every move. Let them say you will fail, that you don't have what it takes, that your dreams are too big, too unrealistic, too impossible, because in their world, those who dare to reach beyond the ordinary are foolish. In their world, playing it safe is wisdom, and staying small is the only way to avoid criticism. But you are not here to fit into their world, you are here to break out of it. They don't hate you because you are weak. They don't resist you because you are incapable. They hate because you remind them of everything they were too afraid to become. Your ambition exposes their excuses. Your courage reminds them of the chances they never took. Your progress makes them uncomfortable because it forces them to confront the truth. They could have done more, but they didn't. So instead of rising with you, they choose the easier path. They try to pull you down. But what they don't realize is that every ounce of negativity they throw your way is only making you stronger. Every moment they spend trying to discourage you is a moment you use to grow. Every time they say you can't, you prove to yourself that you can. Every time they doubt, you push harder, train harder, work harder, because you understand something they don't. True power is not in words, it is in action. It is in discipline. It is in the ability to keep going when no one else believes, when the road is steep, when the path is lonely. That is where champions are made. That is where legends are built. And so you don't stop, you don't argue, you don't waste time trying to prove them wrong with words, because words are weak. You prove them wrong with results. You prove them wrong by becoming undeniable. You prove them wrong by succeeding so massively that their doubt becomes laughable, that their criticism turns into silence, that their hate transforms into regret. Because the day will come when the same people who doubted you will pretend they always believed in you. The same ones who said you wouldn't make it will ask how you did it. And the same voices that once tried to break you will whisper your name with admiration, not because they suddenly change their minds, but because they have no other choice. Your success will be too big to ignore. Your achievements will be too real to deny. And in that moment, you will realize the most powerful truth of all. None of their words ever mattered. None of their doubt was ever your burden to carry. None of their opinions had the power to stop you. Because in the end, it was never about them. It was always about you, your belief, your persistence, your resilience. And as you stand at the top, not just victorious, but transformed, you will look back and understand they hated, you won.